The Nick and Matt Show.
We finally had some tournaments happen this weekend. Hunter, I don't know if you really saw or read up on any of it, but we had the Minnesota Majestic in Minnesota, obviously, and the Tennessee State Championships in Tennessee.
Now, real quick, spoilers. So we've only got like two people watching right now. No, I'm kidding. we've got people watching live. So if you're watching live right now and you haven't watched the coverage or seen that, literally mute out for the next 3 minutes. Although we don't really want you to, just take it. Just learn about the event. Exactly. We'll tell you. We'll educate you on the event.
Let's see. The final round coverage came out potentially on Monday or Tuesday, and if you haven't seen it yet, then I don't know. Okay. Was there even filming for Tennessee? I'm not sure.
I don't think so, unless it was like a smartphone. So here's the deal. Spoiler alert. This is your last chance. Okay, here we go.
Cool.
Kevin Jones takes it down. Okay, now that's just straight to it. There you go. He takes it down. Guess what he averaged for round ratings? I mean, I know you have the show notes. Mm-hmm. Do you have any idea? We didn't send you the show notes, Hunter. So what do you think he averaged to win? Any ideas?
I mean, I feel like since you're asking me, it's either really high or really low. So I'm going to go with, because I didn't really see too much of that. I was caught up in Tennessee State.
He shot 24 under total after 54 holes. 2 rounds of 27. So he shot 24 under. So that might, I don't know. I'll just tell you unless you have a guess.
I'm gonna go with 1060.
That's not bad. It was 1,048. So you were 12 off. That's pretty good. So 1,048 average was what it took to win it. But honestly, he could have played not as hot or not as good, and he would have won it. I think he won by 10 strokes. So he shot 13 or 11 under par the first round and 13 under par for round 2. So they only did 2 rounds, but they were rounds of 27 holes. So 11 and 13 under par. And then round 2 was rated 1,059. It was the hot round. So 1,059 was right on with what you were guessing for the average. So that was pretty good.
Yeah.
And then at that event, and we're not going to spend a long time on recaps because there's a lot of podcasts out there that talk about tournaments. We're not going to be one of those. We'll talk about the relevant topics.
Yeah, we'll kind of hit it real quick, but
so I just wanted to say most disappointing, if you will, and the way I look at most disappointing is highest rated furthest down the chart. And it's just kind of like a literal, not a sanity check, but I just look down and see who it is. Mm-hmm. One guess who it was at that event. Yeah. Do you know who played that event at all, Hunter? Okay.
No.
If I tell you,
taking a shot in the dark.
Okay. So
give me a list of names.
Okay. Let's go with James Conrad,
Nico LaCastro,
Paul Ulibarri. And so those three. Out of those three, who finished the most disappointing?
I'm going with Yuli.
You got it. So Yuli,
don't do my boy like that.
Yeah, no, I mean he knows it, and I'm sure he's not happy with himself either. Although I'm not saying he should be down on himself. I'm sure things didn't go his way, but he shot a 996 average. So obviously that wasn't enough to win at 996. Wow. Yeah. So, but he still finished 6 under par.
And do you think he cashed or not at a 996 A tier?
How many players?
Oh, I don't know.
Now you're asking
I don't know. Let's just say let's say there was 90 or 100.
I was going to say over 60 probably.
Okay, I'll go. Yeah,
he did.
I think he was the last cash.
No, funny enough, last cash 977 rated golf got you cash at the Minnesota Majestic, which is pretty crazy. For a lot of the obviously big events and even A tiers, you got to average over 990,000 just to make money. I mean, it's crazy the competition skill wise that even the local areas, C tiers, B tiers, A tiers, it's getting hard to even cash at those. Unless, you're in a field of like 6 to 8 people, it's a little bit easier. But when you have a big event like this, where a good portion of the a good portion of the touring players are there to kind of get back in the swing of things, 977, that's a lot lower than I thought it would be.
Yeah, same here.
Yeah, and part of that is it's the first event. I say first event. It feels like the first event that had the most, I would call them, touring professionals at it. Now I looked at the competition, and I think it was this event. I mean, you had AMs. I say AMs, 930 rated players, 920. Like they all want to get in. So. Anyways, there's a whole mixed match of people in there. But let's move on to Tennessee State's. And the reason why is not because that's a huge, massive event that everybody loves to talk about. But if I say Chris Dickerson, or you look it up on PDGA.com, you'll find this. By the way, if you look up Chris Dickerson on PDGA.com, the first person you find is probably not the Chris Dickerson you know. It just so happens.
I've noticed that before.
Yeah.
See,
I looked at it earlier. I was like, wait, when did his rating go down to 914 or 941 or something like that? And I was
like, when do you knew?
Yeah.
He's in Wisconsin now.
Wow, he got his PDGA number early. Yeah.
Yeah.
So anyways, but Chris Dickerson, here's why we're bringing him up. You've probably heard about it. Again, spoiler alert, here it goes. He shot 19 under par during an 18-hole round. Now, 17 under par was his first round. So that's like, have you ever walked away from a tournament round, Hunter, being like, wow, I just shot 17 under and 19 under, like 2 separate rounds ever? Not even, I mean, I'm not going.
If you put 2 rounds together, I might be close.
Yeah, and you're still not even close. That's the